Hi, I'm Niveda, 26-year-old, first-gen social entrepreneur from Coimbatore. I was 11 years old when I got my first periods, and I was one among the 71% of the Indian women who are unaware of the concept of menstruation until their first period. I was literally crying out in pain and fear. Instead, my family was jumping out in joy. I was very confused. Why are they behaving like this? Then my heart really broke when my grandmother told me that I will be getting my periods on the same day of every month. I literally broke down. I was studying in a girls' school, and my college, I did my fashion technology, where the majority were girls. But this particular topic was always a topic to be spoken secretly. We were not allowed to talk it loud. We were always taught to hide pads, and we were all grown up with period taboos. I never even dreamt I will be working on something for sustainable menstruation, and I will be exploring ways to end period taboos and period poverty in India. It all started with innovating for sustainable tomorrow. I was in my final year in 2017 doing my final year project with the fiber called Kenaf. Kenaf in Tamil, it is Pulicha. The leaves are used for pickles and chutneys, but the stem goes as a waste. So we were exploring on this fiber. That time, my friend Gautam, after an internship, he was returning back from Delhi, and he found tons and tons of plastic being disposed of near the railway tracks. Coming back, he said, Niveda, we should do a project that will be a solution to a real life problem rather than making fabrics, comparing them and submitting it for the report's sake. Then we decided to research on the major sources of plastic waste and found it to be feminine hygiene products. We came up with 3 problems. One is the plastic waste. In India, nearly 1,13,000 tons of sanitary pads is being disposed of every year, which is very huge. And while talking to women in various professions and school children and girls in colleges, we came to know 70 to 80% of the women are not satisfied by the existing products. And also, while talking to NGOs, we came to know 1 in every 5 girls drop out of school after their first period because of their lack of awareness and the cost of the products available. Then we decided we will develop a social enterprise that is not just beneficial to women but also to the environment. Coming from an engineering college, as usual, I got placed in an IT corporate company, and coming from also a middle class family, I told my family that I'm going to work on a startup. And I told my relatives, I told my cousins that I'll be working on a startup. And they showered and poured all kinds of negativity possible. Who will marry you? What if you fail? What are you going to do by this? This is an absurd idea. This is not going to take you anywhere. Go to a job and do this project side by side. Leaving a corporate company is utter foolishness. These were the comments that I received. It was very stressful to take a decision. But then I decided and I realized that the people whom I was talking to had neither started up, nor had a failure in life, nor had even taken a risk in their life. Then I decided I will not listen to them. I did not join the corporate company. Instead, I joined masters in the same college to build my dream. That is where it started. And working for menstrual hygiene in a patriarchal society like India, it had ups and downs. I learned 3 major lessons in this journey, which I would like to share it with you. That is, the first one is never settle for anything. We should not settle for anything. I was in my final year, and that was one competition, AICTE's Most Student Innovator Award, and it was first Chhatra Vishwakarma Awards for student innovators. After 2-3 rounds of screening, we were selected for the finals. We went to Delhi, first time to Delhi, very excited actually. Going there, it was full of fear and doubt in myself. Will I be able to crack this pitching? Then I knocked down the fear and doubt in myself, and I pitched in That evening at the huge AICTE auditorium, we got the first national award, AICTE's first Chhatra Vishwakarma award. And I came back and waiting outside my joint correspondence office at college. I wanted to show him the award. Waiting outside, he came with a big smile. Congratulations, Niveda. So what's next? He asked me this question. I was very, very confused. Is this not a big award? I have done so much. And he's asking me what's next. Then I thought I should prove him next time. Then the next time, the same scenario in early 2018, it was from 3 big organizations. AICTE, DST and CII conducting same auditorium, same doubt, same fear, but not one set of juries, but with 10 sets of juries. We again pitched to the juries, and that evening we did not receive one award. Instead, we received 3 national awards one day. Then coming back, this time I thought he'll be very, very satisfied. Going to his office with a very happy smile, he invited us and he said, "Congratulations, Niveda. So what's next?" Then I realized it was not for him, nor for the college, nor for the society, but for me. It's the self-satisfaction that matters rather than anything. And I also realized never to settle for anything. I should work on what's next, no matter what. And the next is the power of rejections. As soon as we got this award, we were given a training at an entrepreneurial center at Ahmedabad. Went there, we were one of the 2 teams from Tamil Nadu and the youngest of all, very, very immature entrepreneurs that time. Going there, we were very, very difficult to cope up with the fancy entrepreneurial terms and the words that the people at the center used. And we pitched to the investors. We thought that was the final opportunity that we had, because once we get through that opportunity, we will be incubated there and will be given a training to start up. We thought that is the final opportunity, but we got rejected very, very badly. Even the fellow participants and the jury started laughing at us. We were not able to answer to their questions also. And the last day before leaving Ahmedabad, we met the head of the center. He said, "Niveda, if you are not starting this company within 1 year, leave all this, go to the corporate job that you got, have a happy living. This doesn't make any sense to you." That was very, very insulting. Very, very insulting, because I was been working for this for a year. Coming back, I was very, very furious. I was very, very fast. Within 6 months, we started our company, Green Delight Innovations Private Limited, with an investment of 20,000 rupees that we received as a prize amount from one of the national awards. Not a single penny from our parents. We started up, then I realized the power of rejections. Rejections are actually motivations. If not for that rejection, I don't know if I would have started up that earlier. And next is the consistency is success. People outside easily say, "Niveda, you're lucky." Entrepreneurs are lucky. Entrepreneurs are never lucky. It's the hard work, dedication and consistency that makes them lucky. People always see the destination that we have reached. They don't see the journey that really matters. And also, we have also had lot of failures. Our first shipment to China was thrown into the sea. Think, being a bootstrap startup with 20,000 rupees, our shipment is being thrown into the sea. Next, we were not able to hire an employee. We were not able to put up an office space. We were not able to put up a sales strategy. We were not able to put up a marketing strategy for a company. Our fellow distributors are rebranding our product and duplicating our product. Everything was a failure. But nowhere we quit. We learned to make it better, and today, in the past 3.5 years, from 1 lakh revenue generating company, we have made it to 10 million and a more revenue generating company, having our presence in 5 countries with 25,000 plus customers, and so far we have degraded 35 lakh pads and 3 lakh pads donated to 5,000 plus free beneficiaries, and 10,000 plus girls educated on their first periods and menstruation. And we are very proudly, today we are a company with 80% women employees, and also we have created women entrepreneurs, homepreneurs, 150 to 200 women selling our products and having a living out of it. Very, very happy. Coming from a middle class family, if I am capable, everybody else here are capable of doing this. Only the consistency will take you to places. And last but one, throughout the journey, it was a man with me, Mr. Gautam, my friend and my classmate and the co-founder of Bliss Natural. Today we are celebrating womanhood. Let's also celebrate men supporting women and by appreciating them. And thank you so much for the opportunity given. Thank you.